is a little off. Hey, family. There we go. I'm trying to catch this light for y'all, okay? Hey, family. Good to see y'all. Hi.
Sorry, I was chewing.
She sure was.
Oops.
You
sorry.
Let the Most High thirst. You know, quench your thirst. You listen. Welcome everybody to
Story time. Story time. Story time.
Yes. Okay. We ain't gonna never forget that. If you don't know who I am, I'm Bonnie G, in a place to be.
Hey.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Okay, I tell you, I kid you not, wherever the Ruach is, I just want to be present. Okay, call my name so I can tell you I am here, present. Okay, our assembly family, if you're in our assembly family, y'all already know Dr. Norwood. But our story time family, y'all know her ass, and y'all already know what I'm not looking for. Hit that comment box, okay? Put cheerleaders. I don't want the cup. It's not the cup for me, okay? Flat hands, season the clap. All right, so our assembly, y'all know. All right, get it right. All right, she is, say it with me, Auntie Shelly on the beat. Ooh, you didn't have to kill it like that. You didn't have to kill it like that.
She has no sense.
Yes. Ooh, we do it for our what? Community. Because we're community minded. Ooh, that felt good in my spirit, okay? Yes. All right, so y'all already know we're going to go into Maccabees before we get into this real good story.
Yeah.
We got the tea, okay? Steaming and all. We bringing it. So we're going to go into Maccabees real quick. I'm going to use my app.
Which Mac you doing? First, second?
I believe. If y'all hear some children in the background, which you shouldn't, because they already know what time it is. They already know to be sitting down and chilling. Catch my drift. All right, I think it's first Maccabees 24. Nope. Second Maccabees 1 and 24.
Oh, yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why am I in? I'm sorry. I was in the wrong one. Second Maccabees 1 and 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it reads, and the prayer was after this manner. O Yahuwah, Yahuwah Elohim, creator of all things, who is fearful and strong, and righteous and merciful, and the only and gracious King, the only giver of all things, the only just, almighty, and everlasting. You that deliver Jasher from all trouble, and did choose the fathers and sanctified them. Receive the sacrifice for your whole people, Jasher, and guard your own portion and sanctify it. Gather those together that are scattered from us. Deliver them that serve among the heathen. Look upon them that are despised and abhorred, and let the heathen know that you are our Elohim. Punish them that oppress us, okay? Listen, turn no other cheek, okay? This ain't no turn no other cheek prayer. Punish them that oppress us with pride, and with pride do us wrong. Plant your people again in your holy place, as Moshe has spoken it. May Yah add a blessing to the hearers and reader of his word. Yes.
And for those of you who have a hard time with this, because we're so ingrained with that turn the other cheek, go back to the covenant. The covenant Yahuwah made was, I will bless those who bless you, but I will curse those who curse you. It's part of the covenant.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And he's not breaking that covenant.
For nobody.
Nope. Nope.
I would like to have a special shout out. Uncle Chris, good to have you on, and thank you so much for watching with us. Okay? All right, and good to see everybody. Shalom family. Y'all already know. Auntie, if our reading, by the way, sounds different, it's only because we're reading from the Sefer, okay? Now we're trying to get as close as to our heritage as we can. We ain't gonna get it 100% right because again, it was tainted, translated over and over and over. But listen, he left us breadcrumbs, and we're gonna work with the breadcrumbs he has given us. All right.
Yes.
So,
and you're gonna need your Sefer today.
You're gonna use your absolutely, because we're in the book of Jasher. If you want one of these, you can go to Sefer.net, not .com, and you can purchase one. But please don't purchase it with full price. It ain't in the Torah. You can do whatever you want to do. You hecka grown. However, there's a discount for you. Please use
10%
it.
10% is 10%.
Facts. And just remember, the O in the word story is actually a 0, and the E in the word time is actually a 3, as a reminder to going back to the covenant, because what? The assignment is understood. Come on, hoodie. Come on, Rangy. I know you rocking your hoodie. Facts. All right?
Yes.
All right. Good to see you, Uncle Chris. You already know what's up. All right, y'all. So let's get into it.
Yep, backstory day. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the backstory, because the book of Exodus, like, it's like 2 chapters. You're already in the wilderness.
Yes.
Talking to Yah. Who was telling them to, like, go back. But so much stuff has happened in that time. So we're going to actually start how they went into slavery in the first place, how the book of Exodus should have really opened. So it's going to be a couple of days of backstories, because there's more backstory than there is in Exodus.
Yes, because remember, Exodus is clip notes. Now it's good. It's really, really good.
It's good.
But if you got to take a detailed test, listen, Exodus ain't going to do it. You need some other sources.
Yeah,
okay?
You'll fail. You're
going to fail.
Yeah.
Okay? F for failing. All right, so we are in Jasher 65. We started from the first verse?
Yep.
All right, so let's get into it, okay? And it came to pass after these things that all the counselors, I almost said customers. My mind be playing tricks on me. All right. And it came to pass after these things that all the counselors of Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim, and all the elders of Mitzrayim assembled and came before the king and bowed down to the ground. And they sat before him.
Oh, I have to kind of tell you, because you need to know what after these things were. So Zepho, we need y'all to go back, look at from the road to Rome. He has declared war, because he heard that, all the 12 patriarchs, which is all the sons, Jacob has died. So he decides, Joseph is dead. He said, oh, they ain't got nobody.
Yeah.
Let me go on up here and fight them. And Egypt was like, we'll fight them. We'll fight them. So they go, and of course they lose, because Zepho is a descendant of Abraham. Absolutely. And so he prays to the God of Abraham and Isaac. So of course he wins. Okay? That's why we want you all to go look at Road to Rome, because it's so detailed.
Absolutely.
It's so detailed.
The brother man is mad.
So Egypt is losing, of course. So Yisrael goes with like 155 people. It was a very low number, as usual. They defeat them.
Yep.
And so now Egypt is looking at them like, whoa. And not only that, but I like how he was explaining how they killed some of the Egyptians because they got mad, and they probably shouldn't have did that, but they got mad. The children of Yisrael got mad at Egypt and said, we came to battle with you and you just left us there.
Yes.
We was outnumbered. You didn't know if we was going to win or not.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, but the Egyptians saw them fight, and they was like, whoa, you see what they just did? And none of them was dead?
None of them.
So now they got to figure out, what are we going to do? So that's what this council is about. What are we going to do with these people?
Listen, I told y'all to buckle up, okay, for safety purposes, because it's about to be a crazy ride. All right? Let's go, and I'll do my best to read it, all right? Finally, have your way. All right, verse 2. And the counselor and the elders of Mitzrayim spoke unto the king, saying, behold, the people of the children of Yasharel is greater and mightier than we. And you know all the evil which they did to us in the road when we were returned from battle. And you have also seen their strong power, for this power is unto them from their fathers, talking about their forefathers. They know what's up.
So they know what's up.
They know what's up. They know who you with, okay? All right, from their fathers. For but a few men stood up against a people numerous as the sand, and smote them at the edge of the sword. And all themselves not one has fallen, so that if they had been numerous, they would then have utterly destroyed them.
They didn't even have not near as many people as they did.
Ooh,
and he said, just think if they had as many people as they did, the war would have been over in a second.
Girl, what's that whole movie that they owe us money for? 3,000?
Yes.
That is this.
Yes. That's
this.
our people. That's what our people used to do.
That's our people, y'all. Oh,
go with them few people and kill them all.
Kill them all. Wow. Verse 5. Now, therefore, give us counsel what to do with them until we gradually destroy them from amongst us, lest they become too numerous for us in the land. For if the children of Jasher should increase in the land, they will become an obstacle to us. And if any war should happen to take place, they with their great strength will join our enemies against us and fight against us, destroy us from the land and go away from it.
Now, they just helped you in the war. Yeah, they got upset.
Yes.
They did have a right to be upset, but they shouldn't have killed you. But now you're scared. But still, they still fought for you. You forgetting that point.
Absolutely.
Or all y'all be dead.
Y'all could have been dead. Y'all saw what these hands can do.
He said they're greater and mightier. Mightier.
They know what's up. They don't want to catch these hands, especially
especially
when we go back to our father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They listen. I try not to serve life lessons, okay? But if you want these life lessons, I'm gonna bring it.
And that's the importance of knowing who you are.
Absolutely.
Zepho knew who he was. I'm sitting there, Abraham. I'm calling on that covenant. I'm going to leave out Jacob because I hate him, but I'm going to call on that covenant. And he called on it and he won on account of Abraham because he was able. But when Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob showed up, you lost.
Threat.
Because that's the covenant.
Triple threat.
You left out a name.
And a nation and the power behind it.
Yeah. We will always prevail if we're obedient.
Ooh.
Don't care who nobody is.
Man, sprinkle
me. Always.
This is good. All right. So the king answered the elders of Mizraim and said unto them, this is the plan advised against Jasher, from which we will not depart. Behold, in the land of Pithom and Ruamesi, city unfortified against battle, it behooves you and us to build them and to fortify them. Now therefore go you also and act cunningly towards them, and proclaim a voice in the Mizraim and in Goshen at the command of the king, saying, all ye men of Mizraim, Goshen, Pathrock, and all their inhabitants, the king has commanded us to build Pithom and Ruamesi, and to fortify them for battle. Who amongst you of all the Mizraim, of the children of Jasher, and of all the inhabitants of the city, are willing to build with us, shall each have his own wages given to him daily at the king's order. So go you first and do cunningly, and gather yourselves and come to Pithom and Ruamesi to build. And while you are building, cause a proclamation of this kind to be made throughout Mizraim every day at the command of the king. And when some of the children of Jasher shall come to build with you, you shall give them their wages daily for a few days. Underline that. And after they shall have built with you for their daily hire, drag yourselves away from them daily, one by one, in secret. And then you shall rise up and become their taskmasters and officers, and you shall lead them afterwards to build without wages. And should they refuse, then force them with all your might to build.
So this is the counsel they gave him. And by the way, this is Balaam. I'm not going to tell y'all all the kind of rest. Go back and look at row to row.
Yep.
So this is what he's saying you should do, the children of Yasharal. Just send out a declaration, I need these cities built. Whoever wants to come, you'll be paid.
Yep.
So the Egyptians go out, build it, and then, some of them come, help, they get paid. But he says, when they're getting paid daily, let the Egyptians slowly, one by one, sneak away and become, in other words, promote them.
Yes.
So that they're the managers, they're the, vice presidents. Right. They're basically.
Yes.
They're the overseers. Then one day, just stop paying them.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop paying them. They're going to be way over there. Just stop paying them. Let's see. That's how we're going to deal with them. Just stop paying them.
Ooh, wait.
Let's see what's going to happen.
This same kind of carry on goes on today.
Same thing. Same thing.
Boy, they don't want to pay us.
Because that's what Trump did too when he was running for office. And hardly anybody caught this because you had to have been listening. Because how stuff happens one time in news and they don't mention it no more. He was talking big game about how he employed these minorities and but there was minorities on the company saying he never paid us.
Never paid
that
us.
Building is built.
Yep.
He never paid us. Slave labor.
Absolutely. Listen, and then got the nerve he files bankruptcy constantly.
Yes, and got the nerves to talk about, look what I did for the Black community. You did nothing. You're talking to the wrong people. You're looking at a building that you think he hired your people to build, but he's never paid them.
Didn't pay him to this day. Still ain't paid, okay?
That's called slavery.
Same stuff.
Same thing. Same council.
Ooh. Here we are. Same stuff. All right. Where we at? I get so excited when I find things that don't change.
14.
And if you do this, it will be well with us to strengthen our land against the children of Yasharel. For on account of the fatigue of the building and the work, the children of Yasharel will decrease, because you will deprive them from their women day by day.
So you're going to make them go into slavery, and they're not going to produce because they're going to be too tired. They're going to be too tired. By the time they get home, they're going to be just too tired.
They want to sleep.
They're not going to, they just want to sleep. They're not going to be making no babies because they're going to be too tired.
And the elders of Mitzrayim heard the counsel of the king, and the counsel seemed good in their eyes, and in the eyes of the servants of Pharaoh, and in the eyes of the Mitzrayim, and they did according to the word of the king. And all the servants went away from the king, and they caused a proclamation to be made in all Mitzrayim, and Tabanakhet, and in Goshen, and in all the cities which surrounded Mitzrayim, saying, you have seen what the children of Esau and Ishmael did to us, who came to war against us and wished to destroy us. Now, therefore, the king commanded us to fortify the land, to build the cities of Pithom and Ruamesi, and to fortify them for battle, if they should again come against us. Whosoever you from all Mitzrayim and from the children of Yasharel will come to build with us, he shall have his daily wages given by the king, as his command is unto us. And when Mitzrayim and all the children of Yasharel heard all the servants of Pharaoh and had spoken, there came from the Mitzrayim and the children of Yasharel to build with the servants of Pharaoh, Pithom and Ruamesi. But none of the children of Levi came with their brethren to build. That is so sorry. I like to hit.
No, that's okay.
That is such.
I get it.
Levi was never in slavery.
Never. Levi said,
They knew what's up. It was like,
not going. Something don't sound right. Not getting in the wagon.
Levi never went into slavery. If you knew that, then listen. Go ahead.
Yes.
Wow. That's an underline for me. And all the servants of Pharaoh and his princes came at first with deceit to build with Yasharel as daily hired laborers, and they gave to Yasharel their daily hire at the beginning. And the servants of Pharaoh built with all Yasharel and were employed in that work with Yasharel for a month. And at the end of the month, all the servants of Pharaoh began to withdraw secretly from the people of Yasharel daily. And Yasharel went on with the work at that time. But they then received their daily hire, because some of the men of Mizraim were yet carrying on the work with Yasharel at that time. Therefore Mizraim gave Yasharel their hire in those days, in order that they, the Mizraim, their fellow workmen, might also take pay for their labor.
So as long as there was one Egyptian working, they got paid. Yeah. Everybody got paid. Because remember, they trying to do this secret, but they was secretly slipping away day by day.
And at the end of a year and 4 months, all the Mizraim had withdrawn from the children of Yasharel, so that the children of Yasharel were left alone, engaged in the work. And all of the Mizraim had withdrawn from the children of Yasharel. They returned and became oppressors and officers over them. And some of them stood over the children of Yasharel as taskmasters to receive from them all that they gave them for the pay of their labor. And the Mizraim did in this manner to the children of Yasharel day by day, in order to afflict in their work. And all the children of Yasharel were alone engaged in the labor. And the Mizraim refrained from giving any pay to the children of Yasharel from that time forward.
Y'all see that?
They was definitely
see what
tricked.
They did?
Very cunning.
They were tricked. Yeah, and it says, wait, they stood over the judge to receive. Wait, wait, let me look at this. And we can't press over them, and some of them stood over the judge to receive from them all that they gave them for the pay of their labor. So it sounds almost like a sharecropper kind of thing, like, or you know how some places you go work, and if there's something wrong, they say it's coming out your check.
Oh, yes.
That's coming out your check.
Yes.
That's coming out. So
yeah,
there's
they deduct
nothing
your
left in your
wages.
check. Yeah,
they deduct your wages.
So there's nothing left in your check, and you owe them money.
Yes, but you doing all the work.
Yeah, but you doing all the work, huh? That's what a lot of music companies do now. So
Absolutely.
That's why all these singers be making all this money, and they broke.
Yes.
Because they said your video cost this, and your concert cost this, and wait a minute, but how you rich?
Yes. And how am I struggling? And I'm doing the work.
Yeah, I'm doing the work, but you're getting the money.
Absolutely.
Because you're saying all this stuff.
Now you may know this, but does this account isn't in any of the regular Bible?
Nope. It's only right here.
So for those that believe that these books are not inspired, I just want to put that thought into it. Does this make a difference to you guys?
Right.
To know this backstory?
Right.
Because I just knew that they were in slavery. I didn't know they were tricked into going into slavery.
Yeah. How'd that happen? This great people, how'd you do that to them? And then you get to messing with their mind, because they be like, well, if I owe you money, I need to work it off. That's their mindset, because that's how we think.
Yes.
And the Egyptians, this is somebody I used to work with.
Yes.
So I'm sure they did it kind of nice,
Yep.
you know. I'm sure they wasn't like, beating them at first.
Absolutely.
It was like, you owe us money because this happened and this happened and this happened.
Absolutely.
And then if your children grow up in that, they don't know no better, because if you're not passing information down, they don't know how strong and how mighty you are.
And when they first did it, what their first mistake was? The children of Yasharel, is they didn't even seek the Most High.
Right. You didn't listen to Levi.
In their eyes, they didn't listen to Levi. In their eyes. And they didn't question why Levi didn't come.
Yeah.
Because I would have been like, well, hold up. Why y'all not going?
Yeah. Levi told them not to go. Something ain't right.
But you didn't listen.
You didn't listen. And remember, when all the patriarchs died, they told their children, listen to Levi.
Yep. Listen to
Pass
Levi.
this down. Listen to Levi. You did not listen.
All right. Where are we? I always lose my place.
29, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You were on 29.
And when some of the men of Yasharel refused to work on account of the wages not being given to them, so they was deducting their wages. Then the executors and the servants of Pharaoh oppressed them and smote them with heavy blows, and made them return by force to labor with their brethren. Thus did all the Mizraim unto the children of Yasharel all the days. Wow. And all the children of Yasharel were greatly afraid of the Mizraim in this manner. And all the children of Yasharel returned and worked alone without pay. And the children of Yasharel built Pithom and Reamissi. And all the children of Yasharel did the work, some making bricks, and some they made Egypt into what it was.
Yes. First they was winning wars for them in Joseph's time. Still won. Then over time you are.
Absolutely.
Because now your children think this is normal. Oh, I'm supposed to like daddy.
Yep.
Then I'm supposed to like grandpa and daddy. I'm supposed to like daddy, grandpa, and great grandpa. Just get up and go to work, or they're gonna beat me.
Yep.
And now
this is normal.
Yeah, and we're scared of people. We're scared of like the IRS.
Yes.
Like, and they're nothing. That's why when they was talking about we gonna get the IRS guns, I was like, and what they gonna do? Come shoot people? Which they probably they was gonna come shoot us. But that's why don't nobody give up your gun, a knife. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this thing because they listening. Don't give them nothing.
Right, don't give up nothing. Keep everything. Keep your muscles, okay?
Yes.
Keep your those guns. That's what we mean. Keep your muscles, okay?
Keep your muscles.
Absolutely. Make sure you register your muscles, okay? All right.
And if you don't register it, oh well, they don't need to know everything you got.
All right. We talking about muscles, okay?
Muscles.
32. Oh, and then just a backstory. So when we were reading last night, when Yahuwah was telling him, go, I heard the cries of my people, seen what they've been doing, seen that they've been oppressed. This is exactly what Yah has saw, okay?
And heard.
All of this. This is what he was talking about when he was talking to Moshe or Moses.
Because Levi was probably talking to him the whole time, and they probably realized, maybe we should listen to Levi and do what he say. Cry out.
Cry out. But the children of Levi were not employed in the work with their brethren of Yasharel, from the beginning unto the day of their going forth from Mizraim. For all the children of Levi knew that Mizraim had spoken all these words with deceit to Yasharel. Therefore, the children of Levi refrained from approaching to the work with their brethren. So maybe this is what, you know how.
But I've always wondered, how in the heck?
Well, they're priests.
I know, but how in the heck did Aaron go out to meet Moshe in the desert? Ain't he supposed to be a slave? You know, you always wonder that kind of thing. But if you don't know this, it's because Levi wasn't. Levi could do whatever he wanted to do.
Levi was free.
Because Levi was free.
You know what's crazy is when I just got this thought. Remember when EA said slavery was a choice?
Yeah.
This was a choice. When he proposed.
If he knows this.
Yeah, if he knows this. What I'm saying. I was thinking like, no, I'm not talking about 60s, okay? I'm just talking about this.
Yeah.
This is what that looked like, because you chose to work and you didn't seek the Most High.
And you didn't listen right.
You didn't listen to the priests. When they told you don't do it, you made a choice to go work. And then that's what led you into this first slavery. Yeah. So, yeah, don't get at me.
Yeah.
All right. Where we at?
34.
And Mizraim did not direct their attention to make the children of Levi work afterwards, since they had not been with their brethren at the beginning. Therefore, the Mizraim left them alone.
I'm going to tell you why they really left Levi alone. Levi ain't playing. We know they could do a lot with a little. Yeah. And what I'm not going to do is provoke Levi to come fight against us. Yes. And then the others are going to see. And they're going to go, what? Because remember, Levi and Simeon took out Shechem.
Absolutely. And it was counted righteous.
Yeah. And they know our history. Absolutely. They know we ain't going to even mess with Levi. We ain't going to try to make him come. He didn't come. We going to leave him alone.
Absolutely. The tribe of Levi, they didn't want no smoke with that. And that's crazy because I believe if the Most High would have allowed it, he would have counted it righteous again. Yeah. And Levi would have towed Egypt up.
Yep. If that angel would have came down, put that sword in Levi's hand, bye-bye Egypt.
We wouldn't have Egypt today. Okay. And the hands of the men of Mizraim were directed with continued severity against the children of Yasharel in the work. And the Mitzrayim made, or Egyptian, made the children of Yasharel work with rigor. And the Mitzrayim embittered the lives of the children of Yasharel with hard work in mortar and bricks, and also in all manner of work in the field. And the children of Yasharel called Milor, the king of Mitzrayim, Meor, Miror, I don't know, Meror, I'm gonna say that, Meror, king of Mitzrayim, because in his days in his days the Mitzrayim had embittered their lives with all manner of work.
So this was Pharaoh's name, Malo, because remember Pharaoh's a title. So his name is Malo, but they called him Meor because he had embittered their life. It's just like Massa in Hebrew means evil one or something like that.
Yes. You know,
and y'all thought we was saying master, as in like we didn't know how to talk. No, we was calling you evil. Yeah.
And that's the thing, right? So all we know is hard work. Because all of this stuff is in our DNA. It's in our traits. All we know is to work. We can work in any environment. And you know what I'm saying? That's what we know. And it's crazy because the same thing they did here is the same thing they did for the transatlantic slavery.
And they still do it on jobs.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And they still be conniving and tricking y'all into slavery. How y'all think y'all free? That's a whole trick right there. The fact that y'all think y'all really, everyone think they're free is a whole true. The plot twist is you're not.
Even on your jobs, you know they done stole your idea, but they made them the managers, and they act like it was all their idea.
But we do the hardest work, and we get overlooked. Overlooked.
But they don't want us to go.
Sure don't, because the blessing is with you. You carry the blessing.
Or they try to find out your secret.
Which you
don't ever tell them.
Don't you? Once you leave that job, you leave that job. Okay.
And while you're even there, don't even tell them.
Keep it in your pocket. Okay. If you got a hoodie, just put all your creativeness, your gifts, put it in your pocket.
Done. Yep.
That's it. And then when they say, how did you do that? You say, oh, I prayed.
Yep. That's me. That's
where I got it from. Oh, I prayed.
I just prayed about it.
Prayed about it. You try it. All right. Let's see. 38. And all the work wherein the Mitzrayim made the children of Yasharel labor, they exacted with rigor in order to afflict the children of Yasharel. But the more they afflicted them, the more they increased and grew. And Mitzrayim were grieved because of the children of Yasharel. Now, this is a trick to me.
Yeah, one of the plans didn't work.
But it's a trick because, listen, you can never be happy or satisfied because you got all your buildings is built. It's fortified. And you still ain't happy.
Because one of the reasons they did it is they still having kids. I wanted the city to be built, but I didn't want them to have no kids. How they having kids?
Because you know how
okay.
Listen, them man was looking at their wife and she was pregnant. It's a boy. Okay.
Y'all thought they was gonna go home tired. They don't know them Hebrews.
They don't know them Hebrews.
Them Hebrews don't care.
Sure don't.
Yeah, I'm tired, but
I got time for this.
And then I'll go to sleep.
Right. Best sleep. Okay, so they said. All right. Auntie Linda, she says, can't keep a man down. No pun intended.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
You're right.
They be trying to figure us out. Figure the men out. I don't know if they're going to get that one.
That was a good one, Linda.
All right. 66. At that time, King Hadad, the son of Bedad, king of Edom, and Semla from Mesrekah, from the country of the children of the east, reigned in his place. In the 13th year of the reign of Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim, which was the 125th year of the Yasharel going down into Mitzrayim, Semla had reigned over Edom 18 years. And when he reigned, he drew forth his host to go and fight against Zepho, the son of Eliezer. How you say his name? Eliphaz. Okay, Eliphaz. And the children of Kittim, because they had made war against Angeas, king of Africa. And they destroyed his whole army. But he did not engage with him, for the children of Esau prevented him, saying, He was their brother. So Samlah listened to the voice of the children of Esau and turned back with all his forces to the land of Edom and did not proceed to fight against Zepho, the son of Eliphaz. And Pharaoh king of Mizraim heard this thing, saying, Samlah, king of Edom, has resolved to fight the children of Kittim, and afterwards he will come to fight against Mizraim. And when the Mizraim heard this matter, they increased their labor upon the children of Yasharel, lest Yasharel should do unto them as they did unto them in their war, and with the children of Esau in the day of Hadad.
Mhm.
Listen, tell me that ain't their fear right now.
Right now.
They oppress us very more greatly because they fear that we're going to do the same thing that they did to us to them.
This is going to happen all over again.
Yep.
And then they're going to have the upper hand on us.
They're worried about us being.
Because if somebody comes to war with us and they go join our enemy, it's over. They're going to win, and they're going to come back and take Egypt and do to us what we did to them.
Yep.
That's what they're
But
scared
little
of.
do they know. Listen, overthrow it on to us. We'll rule in righteousness.
Yeah.
We really
about
would.
y'all.
Because all we really want is real peace. Okay? Not the fake peace you give us because it dissolves in minutes.
Yeah.
We want real peace.
Yeah. We don't like fighting. We just do because you called us out.
Absolutely. So
we never pick fights.
No.
We don't pick fights.
Nah. Now some of us we got some Simeons, we got some hotheads, but listen, for the most part, we don't be going out there looking for the fight.
But even Simeon had a reason.
Absolutely.
You raped my sister.
Absolutely.
You got to go.
Yeah, you got to catch all of these hands and the sword. All right. 8. And the children of Yasharel did the work of the men of Mitzrayim day by day. And the Mitzrayim afflicted the children of Yasharel in order to lessen them in the land. But as the Mitzrayim increased the labor upon the children of Yasharel, so did the children of Yasharel increase and multiply. And all the Mitzrayim was filled with the children of Yasharel.
So basically what was happening is we're trying to get rid of Yasharel, wipe them off the face of the earth so that we can just fight our own wars and we ain't got to worry about whose side they're going to be on. But they keep growing. They keep multiplying.
She just said a mouthful. Y'all, how long ago was this? Listen, I'm talking about ancient spirits. It's the same spirit today that wants to wipe out the seed of Yasharel. How? What are you talking about, Levon? Say Planned Parenthood.
Yes.
They didn't put that in there for them people, for their people. For
all them drugs in our neighborhoods, guns. They didn't want to put the guns in our neighborhoods.
Absolutely. Fast food. Section 8. All of that stuff is to wipe out the seed of Yasharel.
We keep having babies.
We keep having babies.
They have 2, we have 8.
Absolutely. And then we look at it strange when somebody has 5 kids.
Yeah.
Or 8 kids. Girl, dang, you got 8 kids. We count that as strange. But no. This is the same spirit that's trying to rule and run rampant today. That's trying to literally root you out.
Yep. They're trying to do the exact same thing. Because they figured it didn't work back then, but we're a little smarter right now. No, you're not.
You're not. Not when we know our history.
Yep.
We see you coming from a mile away. And Yasharel, and the Most High is always going to give us wisdom.
That's why every time we say we Hebrew, they have a fit.
Then they want to say, oh, no, I'm not talking about a religion, because they're hoping that you think it's a religion and not really who you are.
Yes.
As a person, as a people, as a nation.
Yes.
Because you can tie the Hebrews to a nation. And then their eyes get, oh, no, I'm not. Oh, yeah, my friend Jim is he's a Hebrew. Jewish? You're talking about Jewish? Yeah. No, I'm not Jewish. I'm the Jew. Okay.
Not ish.
Ain't no ish in this. All right. Let's get into Auntie's comment. She says, wait, what's the Pharaoh's name? Might be the one that was just dug up and they discovered he was melanated. And now backfired on him.
Yeah. He's a Hamite.
Oh, wow.
Pharaoh's a Hamite.
Yeah, the Egyptian, you was telling me they were, and it's good to listen, I'm not saying that the Hamites are bad and all that. It's just good to know where these people are and who they are today.
Because you got Ham.
Japheth.
That's coming after us too. Japheth. Japheth is the Kittim. That's Rome, all the Mediterranean, Rome,
Yes.
all that. That's what that is. That's why we want you all to go look at
Road
the
of,
roots to
yeah.
Rome.
You have to look that out because this will either
Start
gonna
with
make
part 1. This is really going
it's gonna really make sense. It's really gonna make sense if you start with Roots of Rome. I kid y'all not. You'll think,
Yes.
or you won't thank the Most High. All right, let me see.
10.
Thank you. And in the 125th year of Yashar'el's going down into Mitzrayim, all the Mitzrayim saw that their counsel did not succeed against Yashar'el, but that they increased and grew, and the land of Mitzrayim and the land of Goshen were filled with the children of Yashar'el. Listen, I'm so grateful that whatever this system and way of thinking and way of doing, it could never root us out. We'll always have the victory. And it's not in a we better than anybody, but it's just the way that the love of the Most High has for his seed. You know what I'm saying? Let me go into, is it a movie or a book?
Oh,
no. You're talking about Roots of Rome. It's a series on YouTube.
It's preaching. It's in the School of the Hebrews.
I got you, Auntie Carolyn. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, or go to the website.
cryofjudah.org. It's under those that have an ear to hear.
Yeah, under Schools of the Hebrew, and then you'll see Edom Roots of Rome.
Yes. Awesome.
Let's start with part 1.
Absolutely. Yes. It's in there. And I put it in the assembly chat. All right. Let me see. So all the elders of Mitzrayim and its wise men came before the king and bowed down to him and sat before him. And all the elders of Mitzrayim and the wise men thereof said unto the king, May the king live forever. You did counsel us the counsel against the children of Yashar'el, and we did unto them according to the word of the king. But in proportion to the increase of the labor, so do they increase and grow in the land. And behold, the whole country is filled with them.
He said the more we pressed them, the more children they had.
So you would think you would lighten up the oppression. I mean, oppression is oppression.
They said Pharaoh's not working. You live forever. I'm not,
we're doing what you instructed us to do.
But it ain't working.
But it's backfired.
Yes, they ain't working.
I just want to point out too, because I know we mentioned road to roots to the road.
Yeah.
Now the pastor, he does speak of you hear him say Yahushua, you will also hear him say Jesus. I think this is a wise thing that he's doing because a lot of people in his assembly or church or assembly, I would say, they're just learning. So he's trying to bring that bridge to bring him across from Jesus to who his real name is. So you will hear him say the name Yahushua or Jesus, but I really believe it's because he understands that everyone in his assembly isn't where he is.
That's exactly what it is, because he did this series like a couple of years ago after he told them he was just telling them they were Hebrew. And then he even has like a whole sermon where he had to get on his people because some of the people that accepted it right away, and some of the people still trying to get their hand around it. So the people that got it right away was all on the other ones, and he was like, "Oh no, hold up! Yeah, what we not gonna do is that."
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So when you listen to it, please have that understanding.
Yes.
He's not saying, he's just doing it as a strategic. I think it's just wise.
It's very wise.
It's very wise because, for us, it's easy for us to get up here because for the most part, we're talking to the people that's in our assembly. For me, I get shocked when I find out other people are listening. So we refer to him as Yahushua, as the name that he revealed to us. But we also understand that people have a hard time because it was passed down orally and understanding that his name isn't that because it was a way, like being tricked.
Yeah.
Right? Anything to pull you away from who you are and into who they want you to become.
Because right now he needs them to get this.
Yes.
This right now is the important. And if you get this, you'll get that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say. So when you watch it, just understand he's trying to minister in a way that maybe on this platform we're not using the name of Jesus for the most part. Everyone understand where we come from. But if he would have told me, say, hey, don't, do this, say this, I would, But he said to me, use my name. So we're both just using his name. All right.
And what I want to point out, what you just read, notice they're saying the whole land is filled. Not only are they in Goshen, but they starting to not even fit in Goshen.
Absolutely.
They're the majority, but we need them to think they're the minority.
And that's the thing. And it was the same thing with us, y'all. It's the same. That's why I need you to understand that you are truly who you are. And the same history repeats itself. This is the way they got us on the ships.
Yeah.
You thought we just said we wanted to get up there? No, they tricked us into those ships. And if you rock with us on the Instagram, Storytime History, we'll be reading books that share that kind of history to let you know you are Hebrew. And that it is.
And it's all against you.
It's all against you.
Since back here, it's against you.
Y'all see the same tactics.
They want to wipe us out.
That's it.
From the face of the earth. That's how much they hate us.
And this hate runs deep.
All the way from back then. All the way from here.
The hate runs deep, y'all.
They
believe that you stole the blessing of Abraham. It's a whole hatred. Okay, you killed their father.
Hatred.
It's a whole hatred. Okay, so this is crazy. All right, let me see. Okay, 14.
Okay.
Now therefore, our Adonai and King, the eyes of all Mizraim are upon you to give them advice with your wisdom, by which they may prevail over Jasher to destroy them, or to diminish them from the land. And the king answered them, saying, give you counsel in this manner, that we may know what to do unto them. And an officer, one of the king's counselor, whose name was Iyyov, from Aram Naharaim, in the land of Uz, answered the king, saying, if it please the king, let him hear the counsel of his servant. And the king said unto him, speak. And Iyyov spoke before the king, the princes, and before all the elders of Mizraim, saying, behold, the counsel of the king which he had advised formerly respecting the labor of the children of Yasharel is very good. And you must not remove from them that labor forever. Catch that? All right. You must not remove from them that labor forever. How's it going from way back in and today in 2022? We're still under this kind of labor. All right. Let me see. But this is the advice counsel by which you may lessen them, if it seems good to the king to afflict them. But we have feared war for a long time, and we said, when Yasharel becomes fruitful in the land, they will drive us from the land if a war should take place. If it please the king, let a royal decree go forth, and let it be written in the laws of Mitzrayim, a law that's set up, stacked against Yasharel.
Let it be a law, because they are in Egypt.
So these laws are still stacked up to us today. They got laws really set up against you. Okay. Let me see. Let me see, where were we?
21.
Okay. If it please the king, let a royal decree go forth, and let it be written in the laws of Mitzrayim, which shall not be revoked, that every male child born to Yasharel, his blood shall be spilled upon the ground.
In other words, kill him. Write it in the law that every male child born in Yasharel has to die, and we're going to make it a law.
Oh yeah, your body, your peace, you're free to have abortion.
What kind of law is that? Yeah.
And you're free to consume
it's just a
your
different
children.
kind of law, but it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's to eradicate.
Yes, same thing.
Same back then. I need y'all to get this. I do. I need y'all to get this, please. If it, okay, nope. 22. And by your thoughts, nope, and by your doing this, when all the male children of Yasharel shall have died, the evil of their wars will cease. Let the king do so, and send for all the Hebrew midwives, and order them in this manner to execute it. So the thing pleased the king and the princes, and the king did according to the word of Iyyov. Listen, that is so crazy, y'all. I need y'all to just I'm going to point it back. Okay? Same spirit, same ancient spirit. He said, and all the male children of Jasher shall have died, and their evil of their wars will cease. Let the king say. How many times they've been trying to get these men out the homes?
Yes.
Put the men in prison because the women, and leave the women by themselves.
They're just gonna have a whole bunch of women.
That's it. Because you can manipulate women, you can control the women, but the men, take the men out the home.
Get the men away.
Put the men in prison. Come on, y'all.
Just get them out. They just
get them
gotta
out.
go.
Put them on drugs. Make them desire the life of a drug dealer. Fast money.
Even if you gotta set them up.
Absolutely.
I need them out of here.
Spirit. And it's only to eradicate this seed.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing. That's why I said you are not free. Now the thing is, they have created the illusion and even gave you the illusion of inclusion, because you can walk into a store with browns, yellows, pinks, and purple, and it don't matter what color you are. It don't matter. You can be a street light. You can be whatever you want to be. The illusion of inclusion. But all the way around, behind closed doors, they got laws stacked up against you because you keep accepting it.
Yes. Every time you vote.
Every time you vote, you let them know where your mind is. And then you sit there, accept it by saying, yes, I am Black. Knowing that you can't trace Black to a nation of people. Yes, I am African American. Knowing that you cannot trace that to a nation of people.
A flag, nothing.
Nothing. African American don't have no flag. And you be crazy to say, well, United States of America is my flag. Listen, I'm not calling you crazy, but listen, you'd be crazy to sit there and say
that means I accept it. I'll go to work for you. I'll pledge allegiance. No.
We are not to pledge no kind of allegiance to no one. Nothing. You should say it is I cannot.
Not doing it.
I don't even teach. When my kids do it, don't you say that. You are not able to pledge your allegiance to no flag.
And that's why they got mad at Colin when he said no.
I will not.
I will not do that, because that is significant. He was like, oh no, if he get all of them to do that,
absolutely,
they're going to pull it. That means they're pulling their allegiance or their acceptance
away
from us.
Absolutely.
And we need it with us in order to keep this thing going. If they start pulling away, they're going to look for, well, who should I give my allegiance to? Absolutely. And they're going to go back to Yah.
And that's why they set up the Black Hebrew Israelite camps, to make this thing that we talk about undesirable.
Yes.
Make you say, oh, I ain't into that.
Make it look
that's
like
a Hebrew.
Something
totally
that's a cult.
Different. Because they don't want you to dive into this thing.
Yes.
But little do you know, they're tied up into masonry.
They on their side.
They on their side. But they have them out there for a reason, to distract you and to get you to detour away from stumbling on truth.
Yes.
That's why they're out there.
Yes.
None of
the counterfeit.
Absolutely the counterfeit. None of what they talk about looks like my father.
Nothing.
From them making white people kiss their feet. That don't look like my father. He ain't never did that.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't get caught up, y'all. It's time to figure it out. Or at least ask the Most High, like, hey, what is this?
Yeah.
Dwayne says they're under a 501c3 too. Come on, they're under a whole listen.
Yeah. Okay? And that goes back to Caesar. We read that goes back to Caesar.
Absolutely.
The 501c3 ain't nothing new. That go way back to the book of Maccabees.
Sure does.
Let's give them what they want. Let's let them tell them they ain't got to pay no taxes. As long as they do stuff our way,
yes,
they ain't got to pay no taxes.
Yes. There's your king. Who do men say that I am? Well, Father, today's world, they say that you are local government. They say that you are state government. You are money. You are president. I mean, they're giving all the credit to everybody but you. Got to be more careful.
Got to.
23. And the king sent for the Hebrew midwives to be called, of which the name of one was Shepharah, and the name of the other was Puah. And the midwives came before the king and stood in his presence. And the king said unto them, when you do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stool, if it be a son, then you shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. But if you shall not do this thing, then will I burn you up and all your houses with fire. But the Hebrews, okay, but the midwives feared Elohim and did not hearken to the king of Mitzrayim, nor to his words. And when the Hebrew women brought forth to the midwife son or daughter, then did the midwife do all that was necessary to the child and let it live. Thus did the midwives all the days.
Yep, the midwives ain't. Now, and notice how they basically they said we're gonna burn everything you got.
Mm-hmm.
Don't they do the same thing?
Girl.
Oh, you Hebrew. We're going to take away your endorsements. We're going to take away this. We're going to take away that. We're going to report you to the IRS. You going to jail.
We're going to mess up your character, your reputation. If you don't do this, we're going to put out things that you're gay. We're going to
burn your house
We're going to put out that you're a rapist. Mm-hmm. We're going to put all of this out. And then all of a sudden, because you don't fear and you don't understand who you are, you fear that rather than the Elohim.
Yeah.
So then you do it.
Yep, but then midwives like, nah.
I'd rather die.
We ain't doing this. Burn the house.
Burn it.
I don't want no smoke from these women.
Burn it. They always use us to get to do the dirty work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It don't surprise me. I should have started this off with prepare to not to be shocked.
Yeah, and then because we so ignorant, we believe them. We believe the lie they tell on us. Whole Bill Cosby thing. I sat there and watched a whole bunch of Hebrews just believe that mess. I was like,
ate it up.
Crazy.
Like medium price.
Are you kidding me? You believe this crap. Mm-hmm. Lauryn Hill, all that. Look, y'all believe that about Lauryn? You ain't went that long without paying no tax. First of all, you don't owe them no money. But y'all believe all that the IRS, he won't even let us go. The IRS don't even, they sending us notices.
Mm-hmm.
You think that something happened 7 years ago, you didn't. Come on, y'all. And y'all eat it all up. But they didn't pay their taxes. And they did the same thing with George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, he did this and he did that. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I always say, and they did the same thing with, what's her name? Wendy Williams. Oh, you don't want to do it. We asked you, we're going to make you look like you crazy. We're going to take away your show. We're going to take away all of this. Mm-hmm. And we're going to turn your very own against you.
And
when
then
I saw
a fool do that.
I said she probably didn't do what they asked her to do. Mm-hmm. Because I know their history.
Yep. They tried to do the same thing with Dave Chappelle. We wasn't going for it. Some people we just ain't going for it. We like, nah. Nah.
They did it with Cat Williams.
Yep. And then when we go, nah, they pull away. Yep. They pull that person away because they tried to get Oprah to speak for Gail. We turned against Oprah and Gail when she did that crap with Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
With that interview, we turned away from both of them. And notice how both of them silently just crept away for a minute.
Yep. Because they also know that they'll forget.
Yeah.
See, it's in our history that we are people that forgets.
Yeah. So whenever we don't go for it, they just tiptoe off the scene and try to bring somebody else on.
Yep. And then they come back 2 years later and we're like, oh, where they been? Because we forgot why we ain't seen them.
It's just like, what's her name? What's the Japeth's daughter? The one that cooks. The one that had the black jockey.
Yeah.
Paula Deen.
Oh, Paula Deen, yeah.
She crept off the scene for a minute, then all of a sudden I see her on MasterChef. I said, when she get back? Mm-hmm. And it's black people on MasterChef going like, oh, it's Paula Deen. I'm like, yeah.
Who don't like
it's Paula Deen.
Yeah, it's Paula Deen.
She just crept back in.
Absolutely, because
nobody tripping.
She know our history. They know, oh, them Negroes will forget.
Mm-hmm. And we should have been saying nah. We still ain't going for that.
But they changed our appetite. Now we like the whole messiness. You know what I'm saying? We like the messiness. We like the ratchet. We like all of that because they changed our appetite. We actually crave it now.
Yes.
That's why it's the highest ratings. Real Housewife of who? For what?
Yeah.
They don't even show you how to be a wife. Okay? They too busy chasing. They showing you how to chase bags and chase Negroes. You know what I'm saying? They chasing a whole lot of stuff. Okay, but never being a wife and never being a good friend, and never being good to themselves. But yet, that's the thing that we crave because they got the highest ratings.
Yep. And then when you think about it on the flip side, let's take Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart goes to jail.
Oh, really? But it was like
she come out, yeah. But she come out, she was like, my people ain't really gonna accept me just like that. I'm gonna hook up with Snoop Dogg.
Sure did.
Because they can relate.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna hook up like, I'm the bad one. And I'm gonna have me an audience.
Because I've been in jail.
That's exactly what she did. Got her coins up. Yep. I've been to jail. Let me get with a real gangster. Like,
absolutely.
I got Snoop Dogg in my corner.
Selling tortillas, okay? Tortillas and guacamole sauce.
And not even care about her own people like Jay put the name. I'm hooked up with them now. Now what?
On the beach, selling y'all tortillas and green guacamole sauce. And y'all tear it up. Oh, I want to try it. Y'all remember that commercial?
But let us go to jail or something.
We leave you there. In fact, when you go out, we want to send you back.
You ain't been got there that marketing strategy, and I'm gonna tell you, it was genius.
It sure was.
It was genius.
Can't hate her on strategy.
She got her coins back.
Sure did. I don't think she ever lost them.
Yeah, probably not. You're right.
You're right. Carolyn said, "Not me. Haven't watched TV in years."
You good, because
I haven't watched TV in years, but y'all know what I watch if you know me.
Don't
all right. Where we
I have no idea. We are...
Oh, no, 28. Okay. And this thing was told to the king. And he sent and called for the midwives, and he said to them, why have you done this thing and have saved the children alive? And the midwives answered and spoke together before the king, saying, let not the king think that the Hebrew women are as the Mitzrayim or Egyptian women. For all the children of Jasher are lively. And before the midwife come to them, they are delivered. And as for us, your handmaids, for many days no Hebrew woman has brought forth upon us. For all the Hebrew women are their own midwives, because they are lively. And Pharaoh heard these words and believed them in this matter. And the midwives went away from the king, and Elohim dealt well with them. And the people multiplied, waxed exceedingly.
The midwife says they don't even really need us. By the time we get there, the baby born already. They're a lively bunch. They just, get up, have babies. They ain't like you Egyptian women.
Right.
Gotta lay on the bed and go. Because they did not have babies laying down.
They stood up. That's what he said. He stood on a stool.
Yeah, they stood up. Gravity, come on.
Pull the baby down.
That only makes sense. But if you lay in there, it's hard.
Absolutely. There's no pulling down.
There's no pulling. So they stand up and people hold them up and they help them. And with gravity, the baby come down.
Baby come down.
So they ain't like you Egyptian women.
67. There was a man in the land of Mitzrayim of the seed of Levi, whose name was Amram, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, the son of Yashar'el. And this man went and took a woman named Yochebed, the daughter of Levi, his father's sister. And she was 126 years old, and he came unto her. And the woman conceived and bore a daughter, and she called her name Miriam. And because in those days the Mitzrayim had embittered the lives of the children of Yashar'el. And she conceived again and bore a son and called his name Aaron. For in the days of her conception, Pharaoh began to spill the blood of the male children of Yashar'el. In those days died Zepho, the son of Eliphaz, how you say it? Eliphaz, son of Esau, king of Kittim, and Janias reigned in his stead. And the time that Zepho reigned over the children of Kittim was 50 years. And he died and was buried in the city of Nabna, in the land of Kittim. And Janias, one of the mighty men of the children of Kittim, reigned after him, and he reigned 50 years.
Okay. So I want you to notice how This is not a long time. So you got Amram. Okay. So you got Amram. His daddy is Kohath. His daddy is Levi. His daddy is Jasher. Got 14. It's just 4 sons down. Wow. When all this is going on.
Mm-mm-mm.
And then you got Zepho, who's dead, and now there's Janice. I hope y'all know Janice is where you get January. It's why you celebrate the new year.
Oh, well, that's why we ain't celebrating it yet. That's why you keep hearing me saying 2022, because I'm not giving you that.
It's a new year. We got a new king. It's a new year. So y'all go Happy New Year.
Wow, that's so crazy.
Y'all go listen to that Edom Road to Rome. You're gonna break all this down really, really.
Absolutely.
Mm-mm. But I say all that to say, because I know a lot of people be trying to say this is the 400 years. No, 400 years has not went by. Not close.
And that's why it's so good to get into this backstory, so we can put this and plug this into the book of Exodus, because we all have to know our history, because we have to pass it down to our children. We don't want them, even, whether our children are young or older, even though they see it, they're going to start seeing the changes. And eventually your life will testify that we are the people of the book. But it's important that we do that.
And this lady is 126 years old.
Having kids, children.
Having children, because Yahuwah hears their cry. That's what I'm about to answer y'all. She 126.
What you say? Let me get into this. I know I charged this up.
Are we going to run out of energy? You never charge, Ivani. You always mess it up.
I did. They not going to see us. I might as well just shut the book on that cliff, because they ain't going to see us.
You be tripping.
Well, it was, I guess, it's a whole cliff. Yes, ma'am. You're right. It was a cliff. Battery is good, y'all. Battery is good. Battery is absolutely good.
I just caught on that time. It's the one time I caught it and went with it.
Yes, I'm so glad. We're about to get into Moshe about to hit the scene. Is he about to hit the scene?
He about to hit the scene.
He about to hit the scene. And y'all, it's so important. We're gonna be Cliff, and we're gonna be backstory. And like she said, it may be a week.
Yeah. Just for that little bit we just read yesterday, we still in the backstory.
Still in the backstory.
You see how that's why I say those are cliff notes. Nothing wrong with them, but that's the quick read. This is the meat.
It's the meat.
That's the milk.
Yeah.
That's the one for the little kids coming up. That's for children's church.
Absolutely.
We need the meat.
Yeah. And listen, when I tell y'all, you become healthier. When you eat proper, you come healthy. Yeah. You become healthier.
You need that when you're young, but now I need to know, okay, give me some deets. Give me some details.
Yes, you need the details. Absolutely. It's these deep. And you have to ask yourself, if the books wasn't inspired, why do they run into each other? It's a puzzle piece that actually fits into the whole puzzle.
Yes. Because it's not only telling us who we are, it's telling you who your enemy is.
And how they move.
And how they move. Exactly who they are and how they move.
I can't even say this. Y'all are the people of the book. I hope y'all excited.
Won't get caught in the trap.
Absolutely.
And you will listen to Levi.
And you start noticing things. And your reaction won't be like how the children of Jasher got tricked. And you just start going in there. You start going up. Father, is this you? Or is this a whole lie?
Yep.
What is this? You start seeking, because you're like,
what's really going on?
Yeah, what's going on? It ain't got to be like, oh, Father, I'm calling on the name of. No, you don't have to do all of that. You can just straight up talk to him, because just like we're talking.
Yep.
When people come to you, you're unsure, go to your Father first.
Say like, what's up?
Yep. What is this? I'm feeling weird. What is this feeling?
Friend or foe?
Absolutely. How shall I move with them? How shall I move with them? Y'all, and once y'all know the enemies, I'm telling you, I see how they be moving in these streets.
I don't care how nice they are to you. You better check it out first.
See, they enslaved the children by being nice.
By being nice. Like, we gonna pay y'all. We just need to do this because y'all know we was just at war. And yeah, but they ain't saying, and the children of Jasher have helped us and they defeat. They ain't saying all that. They just said, whoo, we got away with that one, but we need to fortify our cities.
Yep.
And so everybody's like, yeah, let's do that.
Listen, pay attention. Gotta pay attention.
And then just
as much as you can. Stop paying them.
They still doing that now.
Still doing it. And they don't want to acknowledge that we need to be paid. But it's okay. The Father gonna reward us in ways that they can't.
Don't even worry about it.
And I don't say that in a wishful. I know that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's
history.
Yeah, it's coming. Like just right this morning. I don't know if you call 11 o'clock in the morning, but I just want to pray. But I was saying, thank you for being a covenant keeping God.
Yes.
Like you keep your covenant. And I just kept thinking of more and more things. If you didn't keep your covenant, I wouldn't be able to do this. I'd be scared of this. But because you kept your covenant.
Absolutely.
And is keeping your covenant, that's the only reason why, or we'd be like dead.
You know, that's a trip because I was literally talking to Mom about this because we had said something. And y'all know about the storms and stuff like that in the Bay Area too. And on Thursday, I actually go to Auntie Shelly's house, right? And I was like nervous because it was like raining very hard. But then I said, well, Father, you made a covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I said, you also said that I will do some things. So there's a covenant with me too. I said, so therefore I don't need to be worried because you are a Yah of your word. I can go. Because you know I'm doing this for you. I'm literally, I don't have no different motives under it.
Right.
So therefore, it took all the fear out of it. And I was on the road fine. Fine. But sometimes, you know, what we see can be like overwhelming and then we forget. And I have to, no, you keep your covenant with us.
There's a whole covenant in
There's
place.
A promise that you gave me and I have yet to see it. So I know I'm not going to be taken out. And even if I was, he is still able. Okay? Still able. Nothing changes because he's been so good to me, y'all. He's been so good to me. I kid y'all not. I can't even tell you different things that he has done in my life from a child to even from the littlest thing of placing me in the family that I am in. I could have been the biggest hoe. Okay? Could have been. But growing up, I saw some things and I said, I don't want my name to be tarnished. I don't want nobody out in these streets saying that they've been with Levon. And he kept me.
Yes.
And it wasn't even, oh my God.
Just everyone think about your life. You are here. You got through. We got through because he's a covenant keeping God.
He's a covenant.
He's a covenant keeping Yahuwah.
And even when I didn't know his name, he saw how I loved him.
Yes.
Unconditionally. I didn't love him on conditions. I never was like that. I was going to serve you and I'm going to serve you. If I say I'm going to serve you, I'm going to serve you.
Do it.
If I say I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do my best to follow through with it. He loved me in spite of all of my ugliness without even knowing who he was. He saw fit and said, don't worry, in 10 years, she's going to come into the knowledge of me. 10 years.
Because he knew what we were going to. He sees the whole picture. We only see right now. He sees the whole picture down there.
He sees around the corner and beyond. We see up the street.
That's why it's important to understand your assignment. Do your assignment.
Do your
assignment. Don't worry about what everybody else doing, what they doing behind your back. That he's the covenant keeper.
Absolutely.
You ain't got to worry about all that.
And listen, you can do a story time too. You can. If that's been on your heart, you can definitely do it. This ain't just Auntie Shelly on the beat, but Bump and Bonnie G in a place to be thing. No. You can go on your Instagram. You can go on your YouTube. You can go on your Facebook, your Snapchat. I don't know. You can do it though, because the word is for everybody. And he's reaching to the four corners of this flat earth so his people can turn and look at that burning bush. And come to that burning bush.
Get
and
that
have
attention.
that moment with him. You can do it too. My Yah today, y'all, he is a covenant keeper and he loves y'all. Everybody, all 18 people on here, up, down to 13, all 13, he love y'all. And those that will watch later, he love y'all.
Yes.
Even if you don't know who he is, he still have a love for you.
Yeah, he is a covenant keeper.
My Yah today. That's it. That's it. I'm so excited. Thank you for your love. 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 Peace. I don't even know why I said shalom.
Right. Shalom. Tomorrow.
Yeah, 6 p.m. Same time.